Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Thanks so much for joining me today. It's that time again. It's time for Knives of the Month. I've got a lot of in-pocket carries this month and a couple of folders too. This is a running segment. Every month I try to give you an example of what I'm carried and what I'm carrying a lot. Sometimes that's stuff that I have to carry because I'm reviewing, and sometimes I carry it because it's very practical, and that's what I like to carry depending on the month and what I'm doing then. First, though, I'm going to ask you to please smash that like button. Turn on notifications, leave a comment, it really helps the channel, and thank you as always to my Patreon supporters. Let's get to it. There's one little theme in here this month too. Let's start out with this little Canuck by Lycian Knives. Super high quality knife here, and I actually got two of these. Christian sent me this one, and I've been carrying this one, and then at the same time I bought one here, and this guy I'm going to give away, so I haven't been carrying it, but the I'm giving that away for my Patreon supporters next month. So if you're interested, all you got to do is join my Patreon crew for $3 a month. So this is the leather sheath that it comes in, yeah, and very nice sheath for the belt. It is a very nice sheath, okay, but honestly, I'm not going to be carrying this to work or do anything. However, I have been carrying this as an in-pocket carry because I saw Gary Creley from Creley Knives at the Lehigh Valley Knife Show. A link to that video right here. And he sold me one of his sheaths for the Makeo. And the Makeo is actually on here too. So I'm going to talk about the Makeo in 1 minute. But this is how his sheath comes, and this is new. He had a centerline ulti clip. This is what he'd been using for years, and he just switched to this guy. And this makes this knife very practical for me. I'm not saying it's not a great knife, and I wouldn't have bought it anyway. I would have. When I have a knife like this, I either find a sheath that I can use for it. I have a Kydex sheath made for me, or I just stick the whole thing in a cargo pants when I'm going to work and I don't want people to see it. But for an in-pocket carry, like wear a big shirt, and now I can do this all the time. And this knife is really, really nice. This is Nitro V. Very nice shape here. Very pokey, very sharp. Nice looking too. This one has liners, nice canvas micarta. The brass pins, I really like that there's 3. That's not usually standard. Usually it's only 2 pins. Kind of a leaf-shaped drop point is what I'll call this. A nice little sharpening choil in here. And the ergos are just absolutely phenomenal on this. So that's one thing I'm carrying around to, get ready for a review / it's just so comfy and nice. One of the few pocket knives I've got like 4 fixed blades and 3 pocket knives here, folders. One of the ones that I've been carrying is the Klingman, and this has been fun. It is actually a front flipper, and it is a thumb flipper, and I just bought it. It's from Best Damn EDC and Civivi collab titanium clip. Look at that shape. Disappears in the pocket, really fun to carry, very sharp, it's a hollow grind as well. Nitro V, again, I'm carrying a lot of Nitro V these days. I do like me some Nitro V. Yeah, just all around great. It's funny about Nitro V. There's a point there where I was kind of snobby, and I was like, yeah, I don't like Nitro V. And now I'm kind of like, oh man, I wish that was in Nitro V. It really is a nice steel. Stays sharp, easy to work with. It doesn't have the edge retention of S90V or something like that, but by the same token, it's easy to sharpen, and it is very rust resistant, and it's just a great steel. Yeah, this is a very nice. I like this. This is cool. I've been carrying this so that I can review it, but I got to tell you, it is very nice. It's a very nice carry. All right, so next let's talk about the ultralight bushcrafter. Why have I been carrying this? I've had this knife for a long time. Well, it's because, and I said there was going to be one of these themes for this, is that I just got a new in-pocket carry for it. This is from Skinbender. I think the person who makes this is named Jenna. These dropped on DLT. I think there's still some left. If there are, I would grab one right now. I'm thinking about grabbing another one just in preparation for my next knife I need to switch over. It won't work for everything. The knife has to be it can't be tall, like, from the handle here. It needs to be a skinny knife. Water moccasin or the taupe knife from BRK will work in here. The ultralight bushcrafter will work in here. And there's a couple of others too. But as far as carrying this in pocket, this makes this knife great. And the ultralight bushcrafter has been one of my favorite knives for ever since I got it. It's a Scandi with a convex grind from Bark River, and it works really, really well. I like it a lot. This one happens to be S45VN, which is a phenomenal knife steel. Like, I really like that knife steel. Yeah, it's good for carpentry, good for bushcraft, good for everything. And having it as an in-pocket carry option rather than on the belt just makes it that much more practical to me. Really love it. All right, moving on. So next, part of the story really is these sheaths. So I'll keep these over to the side here. Next, speaking of great sheaths, is the Creley Makeo. I've had this knife for 3 or 4 years. I finally got new scales for it while I was at that show I mentioned before. Met Gary, talked to him for a while. This is what it used to look like, and now I've got these black with red. He had these extra scales on him. I think they're one of the last ones he had. He's moving on to other stuff, so I'm really glad I was able to get this. But this is a classic knife, classic shape, and it works just phenomenally well. This is the old style pocket sheath that he had with the center line. He swears this is much better. I really like this. Don't tell Gary. I really like the center line. Kind of wish that I had gotten this because I think that... Do you see how much deeper this goes in here? Do you see how deep that is? I like how this makes it almost like a deep carry, and this sticks out a lot more. Now this pin right here is to keep the tip of the blade, protect the tip of the blade and keep it from going through the bottom. Now look at the difference here. So here is the old school one, right? You see, almost a deep pocket carry, really. Yeah, just an inch sticking up there. And now the new guy, you got like 1.5 inches sticking up. So, I don't necessarily agree with Gary that the other one's better because I like the deepness of the old old sheath. However, I do thank him very much for allowing me to buy one of these without a knife. That was really nice because, it must be a pain in the ass for him to allow a guy to just buy one of the pocket sheaths without the knives. But he was familiar with my content, and he does know that I have said lots of good things about him, so I'm sure that helped. I'm sure he would sell you one, too, if you asked very nicely. All right, moving on. Waxwing, met this guy at the knife show, only knife that I bought yesterday. I posted a video about this and unboxed the first impressions because it was a night. I carried this before. It wasn't an unboxing and it wasn't a review. It wasn't quite a first impressions video. Link right up there to that video that I posted. Look at this. All these dimples are done by hand with a Dremel, coated in what was it? Tungsten carbide. Kind of DLC on here. You can't quite see it, blends in so well. Nice chimping on the top. This is ABL or Nitro V. Can't quite remember, although they're basically the same knife. Steel. Just overall great, and comes with a phenomenal knife. And this I can turn into in-pocket carry if I want, although I have been carrying it as an appendix carry. And this taco sheath with the thumb scalp, one of my favorite things in the world. Absolutely love that. And next, so I have 2 more pocket knives, and then I have a flashlight at the end here. So the Smok, this was a build that I did. If I have enough room I'm only allowed 5 video links, but I did just build this knife. This has Meton Boss scales on here. I put skiff bearings in here. I put this nice Lynch clip, hidden screw, titanium clip on here. Action is incredible. The Smok is a phenomenal knife. This is S45. No, this is Rex 45. Sorry, Rex 45. Phenomenal steel hollow grind. That black polished DLC. Oof. It's really hard not to carry this because it's so sexy. Yeah, I just really like the way it looks. I think I'm the only person who really appreciates this build, but that's fine. I build a lot of every year or so I get a Spyderco, and then I change everything about it, and it's one of my little one of my little what do you call it? Hobbies? Not hobbies. I just love it. I'm addicted to taking the Spyderco and doing that. And that's the great thing about Spyderco. They're so popular that there's all these aftermarket makers that you can change. And this was a fun build, and I really liked it. I had to get some more black hardware too, a new pivot for this as well. Yeah, so this is quickly become one of my favorite knives to carry. So nice. Look at that. Oh, action is so nice. Woo-wee. I'm getting hot and bothered. And then I've also been carrying this. Why have I been carrying this? You know, I was going through all my Spydercos. It's the only Spyderco knife I haven't done something with. I haven't improved. Why? It doesn't need any improving. It is absolutely perfect the way it is. I believe this is the Way of Knife EDC version of the Spidey Chef because it's got the blue scales instead of the gray. This wire clip, phenomenal choice. I really like wire clips in general like this. This is such a practical knife. It's a little chef knife in the pocket. But it's much more than that. It has enough of a point to be pokey. This is LC200N, which if it's not going to be Vanex, LC200N is perfect for your saltwater carry. The titanium makes it great. Phenomenal action. This is a Schleich design. He, of course, is famous for his Schleich Bowie. You can see right there. This is manufactured in Taiwan, which is the best Spyderco factory they have. Hopefully tariffs don't kill this. Look at the line here coming across. That design language is absolutely epic. Action is incredible. I've had this for 4 or 5 years. It's definitely, you can't reverse flick it because it's a frame lock, but it works phenomenally well with a thumb opening or just rolling it out if you don't know how to do that. Just great knife. I can't say enough about it. So I saw it there and I haven't carried it. I've got like 200 knives, and sometimes you rediscover an old knife. That's one of those cases. But also I camp a lot and I'm on the ocean. So when I am doing something like that, this is a knife I can pick up and I don't need to worry about rust. So it will go with me camping all the time. Cool. All right, so those are the knives of the month. And then one little flashlight at the end here. This G5 from Wubon has been in my pocket since I got it. I've done a couple of reviews about it. It just came out. It's $20 if you use the coupon link down below. It has a rotating head. It has a switch that locks it, and then if you open it all the way up, you can charge it with a USB-C, which is great. And then it has basically 2 modes. It has the white mode, and then it has a rotary dial where you can dial it up or dial it down. And then if you long hold once it's on, it goes to a color mode, and that engine basically makes any color you want. So I took this camping for walking around through the dark. It was perfect. The girls absolutely loved it. It's very thin, so it goes right in the pocket, disappears. 5th pocket carry kind of flashlight too, if you want. It rotates. It also has a magnetic bottom, so I can stick it anywhere. I've used it for, putting it in my car or putting it in the basement where I need to put some light where I'm working. It goes up to 400 lumens, and it's got this clip here which hides. And then you pull it out and you rotate it, and now you can put it on your hat, and suddenly on your baseball hat, and suddenly you've got a headlamp as well. And you can rotate this wherever you need it to get the light where you want. And, for $20, absolutely steal. This has become the flashlight. I've carried this for a month and a half straight since they sent it to me. Wubon did send this to me, by the way. All these other knives I bought myself, except for this guy, which Leishan sent to me, which is great. Basically, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, this is, I'm only telling you this is great because I've carried it so much, not because they gave me a $20 flashlight for it. It costs a lot more than $20 to get my honest, to get me to sell out. Yeah, cool. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you like this content. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. It really helps the channel. If you want to get a chance to win a knife of the month, all you got to do is follow that link down below for Patreon, and you too could win a knife. Thanks so much, people, and I will see you next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now. All right, this is the part of the video where I sometimes leave on at the end, where I make a photo for the front of my... for the algorithm. So sometimes I leave this on at the end. No one's ever complained. No one's been like, most people have clicked away by now. If you're still watching this, dude, there's something wrong with you. You should not be watching this. I'm just making a stupid little picture here because I'm going to take a screen grab. Well, let's do that. See what that does. All right. Thanks, guys. See you next time.